The Flemish metropolitan dream, breaking with current housing production. How does Flanders work? Flanders is part of Belgium, positioned on an important infrastructural node. During the Industrial Revolution, Flemish cities experienced an era of extensive growth. Railway lines were extended from the cities to transport workers to new places of employment. Around 400,000 houses were built in the 20 years after the Second World War. A new law passed by Minister De Taille made it possible for people to build their own houses with financial support from the state. It encouraged people to live in the countryside. New tax codes and the building of roads made this possible. This has continued to this day and made Flanders into a patchwork of urban development and parceling plans. Once again, Flanders is in need of more housing. 330,000 units need to be built by the year 2030. If nothing changes, the remaining open land will be consumed. What is happening today? We use the car to get to most of our daily destinations. Fossil fuels are getting scarce, increasing the cost of energy and the cost of many products. This has a negative impact on our quality of life. Using cars is getting more expensive. This compromises our personal independence. We waste a lot of time in traffic jams, and poor air quality is affecting our health. Urban development clogs up open land and habitats. This leaves less space to grow food. It takes a lot more energy to get food to our homes. Every calorie on our plates requires 2 calories for packaging, storage, and transport. This leads to poorer quality of food at higher costs. Living in urban development results not only in an extensive road network above ground, but also requires an extensive and costly sewer system. 60% of the environmental budget is used on the maintenance of this system. This results in less money spent on water purification and makes Flemish tap water one of the least pure in Western Europe. The 330,000 new houses are an opportunity to find answers to the challenges that we face with energy, food, and water. How to build? The answers are not only found in the house itself, but in the systems it is connected to, like roads, energy networks, and ecological structures, and facilities we use like healthcare, shops, and our workplaces. It's all about the collective living environment. So, where to build? What are the best places to build a strong living environment? Flanders offers a unique diversity of urbanized areas and landscapes. The metropolitan area is made up of a group of strong daily urban systems. They contain all the elements of a strong living environment in close coexistence. New housing units should be built here. We will take a look at 3 of these living environments. In the first example, we take a look at how we can restore the balance between built areas and open land in a typical Flemish village. After that, we explore ways to better use the open spaces around our cities and to produce food closer to metropolitan areas. The third example will focus on the use of collective facilities like healthcare and ways to make regions more self-sufficient. A typical Flemish village becomes an opportunity for new housing and new collective green spaces. New housing is built close to public transport and close to facilities. This is where collective housing and densification can strengthen the village structure. Houses in the rural landscape can become self-sufficient. Where possible, urban development is erased to reconnect ecosystems. Public green spaces are inserted in between housing and agricultural land, serving as water purification and water storage areas. This restores balance in the living environment and gives quality to new and existing houses. Let's take a look at the second location. The growth of smaller towns on the periphery of the larger cities can be used to improve access to valuable green spaces. New public transport provides fast connections to the city center. A network of slow traffic and public spaces makes public transport and recreational green areas more accessible. The car is no longer a prominent factor. New low-rise typologies with high density make up the new urban fabric. New housing blocks use the edges of the collective open landscape and waterfronts as gardens. New housing in industrial and shopping areas can use the excess energy that these areas now waste. Greenhouses are added. Products are distributed into the city by boat and cargo tram. The area becomes a hub of food production for the city. The daily urban system of coastal towns offers great possibilities for collective facilities and self-sufficiency. A cluster of healthcare facilities is added to the center of the town to serve an aging population. The tram line connects the coastal towns into one highly specialized medical facility. New housing interacts with an enlarged dune landscape that protects the coast and purifies water. By transforming the waterfront, we connect the coast with the urban fabric. An attractive food and energy-producing landscape behind the dunes offers opportunities for new housing types. Farms around the town produce food for the local market. During the holidays, they turn into campgrounds instead of growing potatoes. People profit from the wind energy that provides all the power needed. A local electric transport network is laid out. Extending the coastline inland improves the existing landscape, giving people more opportunities for housing, recreation, and self-sufficiency. These cases show how we can move away from current housing production. We need to transform the places we live into healthy and balanced living environments. Our focus needs to shift from the house as an object to the larger context in which it is placed. This shift can lead to a better housing production pattern. To do this, simultaneous change is needed in policy, in housing products, and in the operational bodies that influence the living environment. Everybody needs to work together to shape these new living environments for Flanders and realize a new metropolitan dream.